Welcome to WDW Escape, brought to you by WDW Magazine. In this episode, we present a magical moment, Goodbye IllumiNations by Kimberly Massamore, which first appeared in issue 71, August 2019. Walt Disney once said, "Around here, however, we don't look backwards for very long. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths." While new things are exciting, they can also mean saying goodbye to old favorites. IllumiNations, Reflections of Earth has been lighting up the nighttime sky at Epcot for 20 years, and on September 30th, 2019, the sky will go dark on this entertainment staple. Unless you've been an Epcot fan since the beginning, you may not know that anything ever existed before IllumiNations. In fact, it's been around so long it seems like nothing ever did. The first nighttime spectacular at Epcot was called Carnival De Lumiere, and it debuted on October 23, 1982, just a few weeks after the opening of Epcot. The show used rear projection screens, fountains, and fireworks. There are probably very few people who can clearly remember this performance. It was short-lived and replaced in 1983 for another quickly passing fireworks show called A New World Fantasy. Both could only be viewed between Canada and Mexico around the Showcase Plaza area. Then, in the summer of 1984, Laser Phonic Fantasy was born. This was the first time you could see a nighttime show at Epcot from anywhere around the World Showcase Lagoon. The show featured lasers, fireworks, and fountains. The music was comprised of classic composers and suggestive of the Main Street Electrical Parade in terms of sound. Although similar in some ways, Laser Phonic Fantasy lacked the true spectacle and storyline that is featured in the current version of IllumiNations. Laser Phonic Fantasy was replaced on January 30th, 1988 with the original IllumiNations. The new show still included classic composers, and the theming focused on an abstract expedition around World Showcase featuring music, light, water, and fire, as well as highlighting the World Showcase countries. Your imagination was your guide through the visual experience. IllumiNations 25 was created in 1996 for the 25th anniversary of Walt Disney World. There was more of a storyline for the first time, as the show emphasized the countries as an international fantasy and included Future World, through themes including life, innovations, the seas, imagination, and communication. On October 1st, 1999, IllumiNations 2000, Reflections of Earth, debuted for the Millennial Celebration. This was so well received that the show remained. The current version is simply called IllumiNations, Reflections of Earth. Although I've been to Epcot through several changes in the nighttime show, I don't really remember anything clearly before the current rendition of IllumiNations Reflections of Earth. This makes saying goodbye a little tough. It's like an old friend that has been there for you through each adventure. Every trip to Walt Disney World over the past 20 years has included watching my old friend IllumiNations come to life. For those of you who might not get to see her again, let's take a final journey through her story. As the daytime sky transforms to evening, World Showcase Lagoon comes to life in one of the most spectacular nighttime displays on Disney property. Torches surrounding the lagoon ignite at dusk to represent how people have gathered around the fire since the beginning of time. You may not notice the torches right away, but they're there, flickering like an old memory. One of the best parts of being at Walt Disney World is the incredible attention to detail and theming. With the torches, Disney has set the stage for IllumiNations, Reflections of Earth. As with most Disney attractions, IllumiNations tells a story. The 12-minute show centers around the tales that we have to share, from early inhabitants to those walking the Earth today. The show opens with a beating drum and powerful fireworks choreographed to heart-pumping music, representing the beginning of time and the creation of planet Earth. Soon the Earth globe spins in and the music becomes calm. Colorful, dancing fountains celebrate Earth's arrival. The surface of the globe displays major achievements in history through images of people and places. Soon, the music becomes celebratory, and lasers and a sea of fireworks erupt in passionate excitement. You can't help but feel alive. Then everything returns to calm and the song We Go On begins as an inspirational look to the future. The entire lagoon is filled with stunning fireworks, and as the story initiates its draw to a close, the globe opens to expose a flaming torch, representing our dreams and hopes for the future. The world is united as each country is highlighted in the finale, and the torches are relit. Once the show ends, you can't help but wander through Epcot feeling a little better about the world, and wanting to smile at everyone you see. It's truly an uplifting end to the day. We go on, moving forward now as one, moving on with a spirit born to run. Beginning October 1st, 2019, exactly 20 years after IllumiNations' Reflections of Earth first lit up the night sky, Epcot Forever will take center stage. A spark of imagination is set to propel the story of Epcot into a new phase. Not much has been revealed about the new nighttime spectacular, except that it will have fireworks, laser effects, choreographed kites, and a memorable soundtrack. The past, present, and future of Epcot will be reborn in the World Showcase Lagoon. And now it's time to bid IllumiNations' Reflections of Earth adieu. With 2 months remaining, it's now or never to see this long-lasting show one more time. But don't think of it as goodbye. That old friend will still be in your heart as you remember all of your wonderful visits. Think of Epcot Forever as a chance to make new memories and find new paths, as a new era of Walt Disney World entertainment begins. You have been listening to WDW Escape, presented by WDW Magazine. If you enjoyed this magical moment, you're sure to love the all-new content in every issue of WDW Magazine. Still missing Walt Disney World? Subscribe to WDW Magazine at wdw-magazine.com. You'll be transported right back to your happy place. Use coupon code PODCAST for $10 off an annual digital edition. From all of us here at WDW Magazine, have a magical day.